Good morning, grade 6 students. I hope you're doing well. Welcome back to week 5 of online learning. We're in our comprehension session and we're still carrying on with fictional texts. Some of you might be familiar with the Goosebump series, the Goosebump books by R.L. Stine. And this week we will be reading an excerpt from one of the series called Slappy World. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing we will be doing, as always, is a warm-up activity through which you're going to try to guess what the comprehension skill is going to be. So, I'm going to ask you to, on a separate sheet of paper, answer the following questions. So go ahead and grab a piece of paper or your copybook and answer the following 4 questions. Number 1. How are we learning in term 3? Why did the schools shut? What platform are we using to do our assignments? How are we interacting with our teachers? So write down the answers to these questions on a sheet of paper and write the numbers in front of them. After you're done answering to the 4 questions on a sheet of paper, draw this graphic organizer on the same piece of paper and write down the answers of the questions as they are numbered in the organizer. This means that the answer to the second question is going to go in the middle in the blue part, and the answers of the first, third, and fourth questions are going to go in the green bubbles. Once you're done with writing your answers in this graphic organizer, follow the direction of the arrows and look at the links made between the bubbles. What do you think this week's comprehension skill is? I hope you guys guessed it right. The learning outcomes of this week's comprehension session is determine multiple cause and effects in a story, apply signal words to link between cause and effect sentences. So the link between the warm-up activity and the learning outcomes is that the cause would be the coronavirus outbreak and its effects are multiple. The students having to learn online and you guys having to use Google Classroom to be able to talk to your teachers and do your assignments. Cause and effect presentation. You came to watch this PowerPoint presentation because you need to complete your comprehension assignment. So the cause here is that you need to complete your comprehension assignment, and its effect is that you came to watch this PowerPoint presentation. Cause and effect relationships are a never-ending cycle found in stories and events in our daily lives. A cause is the reason why something happened. An effect is the result of what happened. Examples. Because Augie has had 27 surgeries, he didn't go to school until 5th grade. Augie went home from school early feeling sick because he overheard Jack talking to Julian about him negatively. So the sentences in pink are the causes and the sentences in orange are the effects. Signal words. There are words or phrases that indicate whether something is the cause or effect in a sentence. I will explain this once I show you the examples. So let's see 2 separate sentences. Grants died around Halloween. Via feels sad around Halloween. Let's combine the 2. Grants died around Halloween. That is why Via feels sad around this time. So here, our signal word that combines the 2 sentences is that is why. This signal word introduces the effect. We have other signal words that introduce the cause. Because Grants died around Halloween, Via feels sad around this time. The signal word is because. It introduces the cause. Let's have these 2 other separate sentences. Mr. Tushman asked Jack, Julian, and Charlotte to be welcome buddies. Jack, Julian, and Charlotte gave Augie a tour of the school before school started. So let's combine these two sentences in a cause and effect sentence. Jack, Julian, and Charlotte gave Augie a tour of the school before it started since Mr. Tushman had asked them to be welcome buddies. So what do you think is the signal word here? It is the word since. It is introducing the cause here. Mr. Tushman, him asking the three students to be welcome buddies, is the cause that drove them to give Augie a tour of the school. Let's see a signal word that introduces the effect. Mr. Tushman had asked Jack, Julian, and Charlotte to be welcome buddies, so they gave Augie a tour of the school before it started. Where's the signal word? It is so. It's introducing the effect. There are some words that show cause and there are other signal words that show effect. The signal words that show cause and introduce cause are if, maybe due to, because, since, and the signal words that show effect are then, consequently, as a result, for this reason, and so. When trying to identify cause and effect in a text, slow down and look for the signal words. There wouldn't always be keywords to give them away, however, you can still find the cause and effect by asking what happened and why it happened. Sentence structure. As you've noticed in the previous examples, there are some cause and effect sentences where the cause is the beginning sentence followed by the effect, or it might be in reverse, it might start with the effect followed by the cause. Just so you know, you can do it either way, and you can work however you please. Let's look at some examples where both of them work. These are the previous examples that we worked on. Because Grans died around Halloween, Via feels sad around this time. Here it starts with the cause followed by the effect. Via feels sad around this time because Grans died around Halloween. Here it's in reverse. It starts with the effect followed by the cause. Another example. Jack, Julian, and Charlotte gave Augie a tour of the school before it started since Mr. Tushman had asked them to be welcome buddies. So, starts with the effect followed by the cause. Let's see it in reverse. Mr. Tushman had asked Jack, Julian, and Charlotte to be welcome buddies. As a result, they gave Augie a tour of the school before it started. So here it starts with the cause followed by the effect. Notice all the signal words. We have because, we have since, and we have as a result. Guided practice. Now it's your turn, guys. Watch the video and write down 3 causes and their effects that happen in the story. Write down on a piece of paper by yourself while watching the story, or if you want to re-watch it, you can come back to the video and watch it again.
Ooh, hello.
So you can watch the video again if you did not catch some causes and effects, or you can go ahead and get started right away. Write down 3 causes and their effects that happened in this story, and then come back to this video to check the answers that I've posted. I'll be sharing with you 6 causes and effects that I found from the video. Pay attention to the bolded words as they are our signal words. The first cause that I found is, since Olaf smelled the flower, its effect was, he sneezed a great sneeze. Since is my signal word. Second cause I found, due to Olaf's great sneeze effect, he blew away his carrot nose. The frozen water caused both Olaf and the moose to slip. The signal word here is caused. Because the moose was able to get to the carrot first, Olaf felt heartbroken that he lost his nose. The moose brought back Olaf back his nose, which led to Olaf feeling delighted. And the last one, the cause, happy with the outcome, Olaf patted his new friend, the effect, and the latter's fur caused Olaf to sneeze a great sneeze once more. So what are we reading this week? We're going to be reading Goosebumps Slappy World, which is the newest series of Goosebumps books by author R.L. Stine. We will be reading the first chapter of the 4th book from the Slappy World series. The story is about 2 siblings, Jordan and Carla, who find a hidden cage in a secret part of Carnival World that houses a little boy who metamorphoses into a monster whenever someone feeds him food. One extra thing, guys, before we start our reading. An onomatopoeia refers to a word that resembles the sound of the thing it describes. Can you say the word 5 times without stopping, without any mistakes? Onomatopoeia. Let's see some examples of onomatopoeias. Machine noises, honk, beep, vroom, clang, zap, boing. Animal names, cuckoo, whooping crane, chickadee. Sounds like boom, crash, whack, thump, bam. Or sounds of the voice like shush, giggle, growl, murmur, and hiss. That's all for the presentation on my part, guys. Now it's on to you, and happy reading!